Alrighty, hello every folks, and good morning! Welcome to a preview here of Anomaly Collapse. Appreciate the pun here. Basically what we're looking at here is, as far as I can tell, at least as far as the demo allows so far, effectively a very fuzzy version of Into the Breach in a way. So this is effectively a kind of a squad strategy game here. We're going and trying to clear out different areas. It's a little bit of a roguelite type of deal going on. The closest comparison, again, is going to be something like Into the Breach, but let's go ahead and give this another go here. So you get a choice of 3 characters. When you first get in, you're basically playing as this guy, you rescue this lady, and then you kind of accidentally nuke. And anyway, then this stuff happens. Now, personally, I really prefer this dude. So the 3 that are available here at the very start, you got your support medic here, basically gonna heal people nearby, has a stun gun, pretty... You're expected to understand how a support character works. This guy is essentially your fast, zoomy DPS guy, and this guy is your tank. So let's go ahead and start with him. So, just like something like Into the Breach or FTL or anything along those lines, you're essentially plopping down in your area, you pick your person, and you're going and exploring different areas. Now, the reason that I keep comparing it to ITB there is effectively you're clearing out one area, and then you're moving on to the next one. As this investigation meter here goes up, essentially different things will end up playing out. So as it starts here, if we go over to our guy, essentially we don't have any abnormalities. These are effectively the skills that you pop on your different people and all of that kind of thing, but they will come with their own attributes right from the get-go. So armor is effectively going to be sort of a regenerating health of sorts, and then if the health pool itself is damaged, that's something that you need to fix up more over time. You have an interesting system here when it comes to your points. It actually works something similar. Your turns actually work something similar to Valkyria Chronicles there. So let's go ahead and give this a little bit of a go. So first one, we just have one option here. It's just a general abnormality to go deal with, and eventually we'll end up finding more party members. I'm assuming there will be more types and more variants as time goes on, but it's interesting. This is essentially a 2D strategy type of thing. They actually do stuff with this. I wasn't sure how this gimmick would work at first, but again, they go places so far. So essentially, you have 2 different pools of points to make your people do stuff. You've got your movement, which lets you, obviously move around. In this particular case, we're blocked off by this guy. And then you have your action points that are spent on attacking things. Considering we don't have a whole lot in the way of options in this, first fight here, we're just kind of getting our first stuff going. We're just going to go ahead and move out of the way of this guy's attack. Again, very ITB style there. They're just going to go ahead and ditch on their attack and try to set up for another one. And we'll just go ahead and slap him here with a hammer and carry on. So the reason that I like this guy is that massive regenerating health pool here, but we get a abnormality that we can go put on somebody. So let's see, stacking armor, recover 2 armor for the caller whenever you join a co-op attack. So essentially you have units able to go and co-op each other, even using weapons that they wouldn't otherwise be able to use. Like this guy would basically just be attacking with his hammer and shield most of the time. However, if a unit were to go fight somebody nearby, he would pull off his Shawn off and take a shot. His Shawn off, really? His sawn off. Anyway, I got a support +1. I believe that's how likely your support abilities are to trigger. Let's see, a rare item used to increase active abnormality slots. It can be used outside of combat. So that one I'm going to skip because this demo isn't exactly insanely long, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the stacking armor here. And go ahead and carry on. We'll go ahead and slap it on this guy, since he's already got quite a bit of the stuff to go there. 3 slots for every one of your people, considering that we have only the equivalent of our first island that's available in this demo, I think we'll be okay. So we'll go over here, and which one do we get? We got totally not Star Fox over here. Like, I was describing this to my friends as basically like Into the Breach becomes Star Fox Tactics. That's kind of what I was seeing here. Okay, so we got some kind of event that's going to expire in 1 turn. And again, kind of FTL style there with only having a certain amount of time to get to your stuff before it's gone. So we'll just go ahead and go for this one. Seems like a pretty obvious one. So you arrive at a gym where neatly arranged equipment is laid out. A sign next to the equipment reads, "Please insert a coin before using." We can either forcefully unlock it for all members to gain random stat boosts by 1, and 1 chapter goes forward, or we can skip it. We don't really have a rush to get into anywhere else, so we're just going to go ahead and give everybody some stats. Let's see, Crisis Event Isolation. The dynamics of battle have slightly shifted. Not sure what that means. I've seen a few of those come out every now and then. Basically, don't know what a lot of them do. So yeah, there's just stuff that ends up stacking up in the background, little twists on the gameplay and what have you. And I love to see that kind of stuff. I absolutely love to see when stuff's just different. Oh, here it is. So reward rank +1. Teammates with no teammate in the same grid at the end of the turn take minor damage. Okay, so everyone's just come down with depression after that workout. I think we might have lifted the weights a bit too hard. Anyway, we got a fight over here. Cool, it has the rocks here. So I like that there's actually a lot of interaction with the different environments. So for example, if we were to have one of them go forward and pick up that rock as a free action, like we'll just go ahead and move him over there, have him pick up the rock. Now he has access to a ranged option that he can go and use at some point. So essentially he can just go and attack somebody at range now. And there's a few different terrain interactables that work like this, which was kind of fun to see. Anyway, so, where are we? We're in view mode right now. Let's not be. So we can go ahead and push this one forward over there, and that's going to go hit them with those. He doesn't have any points left, so we'll just go ahead and have him wait. And he's not in the... Oh, wait, actually, no, I think some stuff might have been on fire. I don't know. Let's see, that stuff's on fire. Does it tell us what the fire will do? I don't know. We'll just go ahead and run into it. What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to go ahead and hit this dude, as you do. Smackify him real good. His armor took the hit, and we'll just go ahead and move back over here. Since apparently we're taking damage... okay, we're still taking damage, apparently. I guess you have to literally be on the same tile. So you can't actually sit on the same tile as somebody else. So if we go over here, they'll end up being more likely to team up, as I understand it. So they'll go over there, he'll go ahead and attack there. And then he's also got his throwing rock that he can go ahead and apply in this situation. And apparently that'll actually tag in for that as well, so that's good to see. I won't be taking that damage, because apparently we need to be hugging through the depression here. There we go. That'll be that one gone, and we'll just go ahead and stand by. So I mentioned earlier that the point system works a bit like Valkyria Chronicles-esque. The reason that I mentioned this is because, like, for example, if we wanted to, let's say, just move him right here, and instead of attacking, we wanted to get a free attack, we'll just go ahead and move this guy into this tile, and as you can see, now he's got 2 points to spend. At the same time, we can actually go ahead and do this a little bit potentially better. Well, I was going to say better, but apparently they just burn to death instead. But basically, you can just keep stacking points. So your support characters, for example, some of their abilities will use their movement points instead of their action points, which means that they can effectively build up points for everybody else to attack with. So it's just nice. Anyway, let's see. 3 items for the loot in this time. We got Beast Horns, slamming damage +2, max health, what it scales with, apparently, with a chance to trigger a critical hit. Okay. Let's see. Infinity, a chance to gain 1 AP when using skills. I mean, that seems like a pretty obvious choice. Or deal 7 damage to the target. Damage is doubled if target's health is below 30%. Refund costs and reset cooldowns. Let's see, trigger additional effects if the skill kills the target. I mean, yeah, actually, that's way better. What am I saying? There's a chance, or we can guarantee that the thing will be giving stuff back. Alright, so we got Stray, he got his stats up, he's got his shield up. So you actually can re-roll what skill you start off with. I like the shield up skill, so I'm going to leave him with that. But basically you seem to have one that you're just going to get by default, and then you can re-roll for one of their later ones if you'd prefer. So I'm going to have him use his shield thing. Let's see, he's got his charging attack thing. Also, very good ability. I'm going to re-roll just for the hell of it here. Swirlwind, yeah, that's pretty handy for the first boss here. Alright, so we've got a thing here, expires in 1 turn, or expires in 1 turn. You sense something of considerable power, or there's a shiny thing on the ground. I think we'll go for considerable power. Alright, let's see. 2 options. If we take the cautious approach, acquire Abnormality Voracious Glove, a tool type abnormality that seems to always want to hit 1 more time. A chance to gain either 1 AP or 1 MP when attacking nearby enemies. That seems pretty useful. Or Light Feather, which is evasion plus 10%. I prefer to just rely on armor, so we'll just go ahead and go for the Voracious Glove there. We'll go ahead and give it to this dude. Here we go. Passive, give you this glove. And then for active ones, we'll go ahead and give him the Desperate Blow here. That's the one that can refund on kill. So potentially he could be going positive whenever going and applying all of his stuff there. Alright, the other one is currently expiring, but we can still make it there on time. So we get either Tempestium, which is your money, that's the cautious approach here, or we get 3 times that amount, and random factors into the chapter. I love random factors! Let's see what we got. Let's see, we got Shiny Thing, doesn't tell us what's going on there, or we got both Isolation and Bloated. Physique of all units +1. Okay. So apparently we're just like chunky and hugging all the time. Fantastic. Let's go there. But also apparently it increased our experience and money gains for reasons. Sure. All right. I'm just curious to see if we go into this one. If we'll... First of all, we're going to double up on the random factors, but I also want to see if those numbers change at all. Okay, Crisis Event, Airdrop. The dynamics of battle have slightly shifted. Okay. So, okay, those 40% are still there, but we also got this airdrop thing. Round ends with an oil barrel airdrop to a random grid. That's just a positive. Like, this is effectively like the XCOM 2 sit reps, but just all the time, and I love that. So yeah, in general, I love the art style here. The music's pretty darn catchy. The animations are very punchy. The strategy at play here feels great. So yeah, I'm having a good time with this one. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Actually, let's go ahead... Let's see. No. Move there. Actually, no, let's have you move up. How much can we do with this? 6. I mean, I think I'm just going to have him wait for the moment. Because I want to do is go ahead and have you move up 1. He's going to set up a parry. And then I want to set up that other move there. But we'll get to that when we get to it, because they're going to go over there. That'll be good setup for that Swirlwind thing. Here, 1 push. That'll do that. Then you move forward here. Then you go ahead and Swirlwind, and that should hit both of them. It doesn't have friendly fire on it, so there we go. We got that right there, and that'll be his turn done. Actually, that's I probably should have gone for that Mobius ring instead of that. Shovel, because as good as that is, that's basically a boss killer, and there's only one boss. Alright, so there we go. Alright, detonation, directed detonation. I remember liking this one. So deal 3 damage to targets and ignite the grid within range. Resets the cooldown when you end a turn on a burning grid, so it can automatically get itself figured out. We got a Bottled Arc. Basic skill, deals 4 mind and tech damage to the target. Let's see, and trigger Electric Arc that deals 2 indirect damage. That actually might be way better here. Skill has no cooldown. Each use within a turn increases AP by 1. Yeah, I think we're just going to go for that. Alright, and then we'll probably go ahead and give that to our main man here, hopefully to give him a bit more of a ranged attack. Take Crisis Event, Spore Diffusion. Okay, I don't know what that does, but we're going to find out in a moment. Alright, there we go. But yeah, it feels very punchy. You're always getting stuff. Anyway, let's go get our doctor, because this seems like it's going to expire in 2 turns. We don't have to worry too much about missing anything. A woman in a physician's garb comes into view, closely followed by a medical drone. As Stray approaches, her expression shifts to one of slight confusion. Have we met before? Yes, in another timeline. Also, you accidentally got nuked by that other guy. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, they get their healing shot. This is useful, but again, we like to rely on armor around here. Refit! That works. Basically allows her to restore armor, so there we are. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to the shop. Yeah, the demo seems entirely set up to just let you explore at your leisure here. Alright, let's see. Alpha Container, used to increase active abnormality slots. Again, as good as that would be, I feel like we have more than enough for this one chapter here. Let's see, a rare item to increase passive abnormality slots. Okay, Foxtail, Cunning Strike. Attacks against units with undamaged armor deal 3 more damage. Very handy, but actually, I think we'll actually go give that to our Fox guy. Unless this is good. See, Dry Spark increases a bounce rate of Electric Arc. Bounce on same target if there's no other target. Oh! Oh, okay. I think we'll actually just buy both of those, because, again, first chapter only, so might as well splurge. Oh, and you can actually pay money to reroll the shop, so that's good. Not that we have anything more to spend right now. Well, actually, we have 50. What's this? Health Blessing grants Fortified for 2 turns. Max Health plus 3. Direct damage taken negative 40%. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and give that to the medic. There we go. Let's go ahead and leave. Alright. You go ahead and... Wait, didn't we just buy that? I guess that counts as an active abnormality, apparently. You need that foxtail thing. You need the zappy thing. And there we go. Fantastic. We're getting synergies already. Alright. I don't know what those other thingies are, but whatever. Alright, so Spore Diffusion, what's that? A random grid is filled with Spore Fog when the round starts. Fantastic. This is starting to feel like activating the Grim Dawn feature in X2 all over again. It's like you've got zombies, you've got free extra troopers, you've got even more zombies, you got random explosions, also nobody can stealth anymore. Surprise. And everyone's crammed in, so crowding and cramming, I don't really know exactly how that works, but whatever it is, it seems neat. Anyway, so since first attack does more against armor, and he's technically first attacking against multiple targets, this should be very handy. Yep. 4 different skill activations and a combo at the same time. Beautiful. I'll just leave him right there. He's technically crammed right now because there's too many people in one place, so he's taking some passive damage there. We'll go ahead and shield up with this guy, protect his armor a little bit. And go ahead and Zapify. I'm thinking you, and then hopefully bounces around. Is that not a... Oh, that is how that works. Okay. I was gonna say, I kind of expected that to do more. Also, where's our medic? Oh. All the way over here for some reason. But she'll go ahead and shoot with her gun if need be. There we go. Okay, apparently we got a bonus for overkill, and that will be that. Just gonna get surrounded. There's a lot of stuff going on. They just got airdropped. Alright, let's see. Probably just chopify this dude. Not really too much to say there. They'll go ahead and combo. I guess we're not going to combo from the back, though. Just stand by. Nobody to really zap to, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Seems like a pretty straightforward, just beat the hell out of this weird-faced clown coral penguin thing. And yeah, boom. So yeah, the armor will restore itself. The health will need a way to restore later. And you actually have rest areas for that as well. Which is this right here, actually. But first of all, let's see. Soul Spark from the electric guitar. Nice little... makes me think of Risk of Rain there. So, bounce limit plus 3. Upon kill, grants enemies near the target 2 stacks of wet. Plus 10% damage for each stack. Lose 1 stack at the start of each turn. Stack up to 4 times. I kind of want this just because I want an electric guitar on the guy. But for example, this right here. An item that can be used to generate a safe house encounter. It can be used outside of combat. On the map, there will be safe houses that'll restore health and get rid of permanent like negative traits and stuff like that, which I'm assuming are like broken bones and such. Or we got a max health item, but this is way cooler. Alright, so we got an electric guitar, this guy leveled up, we got some stats and things, those are all well and neat, but we got a shield bash. Not re-rolling that, because I like that one. Alright, he's got his charge attack, okay. Presumably they're going to have other things later, because I think this is like as high as you get, basically, in the demo. So she gets her healing shot anyway. But those are the only skills that I've actually seen on them, so there's that. Anyway, get more electricity on you. There is a safe house. Considering we don't have a whole lot of money, we might as well. That one's going to start expiring. But yeah, we're going to need her fixed up a little bit, because she's slightly damaged. Everybody else hasn't even been harmed. And we'll go ahead and go over to this expiring dealie. I guess we should get there before it stacks up any more random events. Nice moped off in the background there. Don't know what that little drone is, but okay. probably going to be fairly similar to last time. So the charge attack in his case is essentially a free attack, and this is what I mean by he's the DPS guy. So, like, essentially he gets to charge in for free. That is free only if it's at the very start. Let's see, if we activate this thing, what does that do? Shelter device? I don't know, we'll figure that out later. Right now he's in the perfect position to just hit everybody at once. It's like, that's his whole shtick. Actually, we can activate it anyway. Whatever that does, I guess it's some kind of support drone or something. And we'll go ahead and move into this tile so that he can combo in. And she'll go ahead and move over this way, which is currently being targeted, but oh well. And we don't need the healing shot, we need an anesthetic shot. That gives some kind of, like, stun or something. There's that shotty that I was talking about earlier. So hopefully we can take that guy out before he actually attacks. If we shield bash, I think that shield bashes everybody off that way, but he's going to go ahead and parry up. That'll be one there. We only have one action, so he's going to move. Okay, there's too much going on in that tile for him to do anything. But I'll go ahead and Zapify this way. How does this work? Okay, I kind of was expecting more. Apparently I'm not understanding how exactly all of that stuff works. Like, I thought it would chain all those different zaps and things, but there's some airdrops going and burning all the tiles over there. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. Alright. So you are going to move absolutely freaking nowhere, apparently. He can't really make much use of his attack here. He's just going to keep on spinning. He's the spin-to-win guy. But again, no friendly fire, so we're good. He himself is... I have no idea. One of these bars is probably him. What's your condition right now, man? It's a little hard to tell. Like, I think this is him with the stripped-off armor and 26 health. I think. But it's a little hard to tell sometimes where people are and how they are and all of that. Either way, we're going to fortify him up here. And then we're going to refit their armor here. Which apparently I did wrong or something. I don't know, but we'll go ahead and hit this thing. And that probably does something, maybe. There we go. Overkill, 26%. I love that that actually has a score to it. Oh, and she got her points back, so we'll go ahead and hit this guy then. Overkill, 50%. Okay. Do we get anything for that? No. Okay. Didn't get refunded that time. Alright, now if we... I don't think we even want to try and zap. I think we're just hit the guy with a hammer. Good to know that this is apparently a world in which the cops just sort of show up with warhammers. Alright, they got airdropped. Fight ended. Fantastic. Let's see. Running shoes, max health, max armor, alien energy. Lose 1 AP, gain 2 MP. No, that seems like a terrible idea. Let's see, mind +2, critical +10, acquired bouncing bolts, bounce distance +2, damage +50% with each... Yeah, we want that. And it's a passive, technically. Or balance, gain 1 AP if you have less than 3 AP at the beginning of a turn, lose 1 if you have more than 3. Well, that just seems like a +1 AP all the time, then. But also, I really want to make things that get electrocuted, so... yeah. I mean, objectively, that other one would have been a better option, but now that the thing's complete, we now get the maxed out investigation meter, which means that we can do stuff. Alright. So, stacking armor, we'll go ahead and replace with this. You get the stacking armor then. Actually, his slots are full. You get the stacking armor then. And there we go. That should give us something. Her heal should be able to be good for patching that guy up. Let's see, this does not expire, but this potentially will. Random abnormality with... you know what, whatever, we got this. I probably should have gone for the other one too. I don't know how many you can do before the boss forces you to do it. I'm really used to the usual kind of subset games thing of just like, you immediately got to rush the boss now, you have no choice. There is no grind. Though we are, I mean, considering demo reasons, you do start up pretty overpowered, so... Or rather, just in general, you feel pretty overpowered in the early game, because naturally you kind of would. This team's got a lot of synergy to it. Anyway, we got one of them restored. We'll just go ahead and get this one taken out. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting that shovel, though. Because that ended up costing a lot, while not actually necessarily getting us that much, technically. Let's see. I kind of want her to go heal up her dude. Not this. Except she can't. Okay. In that case, just shoot this thing. Maybe we don't have to go in that direction. Alright, they've got palsy, which I'm assuming will maybe kill them off. I don't know. Alright. Now, we're supposed to have a bunch of really long-distance zaps, so... Does this jump to somebody else? No. Okay, it didn't. I completely don't understand how the zapping system works. Anyway. So, one attack there, and we should be done. No? Okay. Fine. Fine. Guess they didn't have enough support skill with each other or whatever else to go attack from the other side. Doesn't matter, we're fine. Alright, Lightning Strike, deal 10 damage to targets. This one's an active one, so let's see, deals 3 indirect damage, may bounce to other nearby enemies, takes 2 to use. Or we got Tech +1, or we got a Portal Gun, Mind +2, Tech +2, Quantum Teleportation, Flash to the target's position, trigger Electric Arc that deals, let's see, deals 3 Mind indirect damage if the target is an enemy. I mean, yeah, I kind of want that one, actually. Because that only takes 1, and that can go in his active slots, and then suddenly our Giganto Bear guy can go jump around places. Alright, that one's expiring. Sure, let's go ahead and try out the portal gun, and then we do the boss. And, yeah, we should be good to go at that point. Unfortunately, you can't keep these drones and things that you find in the long run, but they are a nice little thingy. Like, this feels like it's constantly got that flow to it, you know? Alright. Gonna move here, do your charge, do your spin to win. Activate this thingy, because you got a movement point back. No actions left, so we'll just stand by there. I don't actually know whose team that thing's on right now. I'm trying to see it in the turn order here, but I don't even see it anywhere. Anyway, move over here. Can't do a healing. Can potentially do an anesthetic, though. Didn't get the trigger. Takes 2 to fire, so what we're going to do is we're going to move one thing over. We're going to go ahead and use one of his movement points to shield up, get his parry thing going, and then teleport into this situation. And zap a few things, but only a few things. My understanding was that I was stacking up all of these stacks that are going to be bouncing all over the place and hitting the entire map, but apparently I'm just understanding that wrong. So, I don't know. Anyway, he can't move anywhere, so spin to win it is. And that's about that. What am I activating here exactly? Can we just turn it back off or something? I don't know. I don't know what that thing does. Probably something. Everything's at like 1 health here. Need any healing? He could probably use some. I'll move you over here. Not push that thing. That probably would be an absolutely terrible idea. Go ahead and shoot that guy. Hopefully get rid of his turn, and... Can you at least refit your own armor? I don't know. Let's see. Am I reading this wrong? Armor for friendly units. Let's see. Or no, restore 4 armor for friendly units in the same grid with you. I mean, Maybe I'm just trying to see her armor instead of other people's armor or something. Anyway, try the Zappy. Will it work this time? Yes, that time it did. Everyone got a level, everyone got a thing, give chase. 8 damage to the target and swap positions with them. Could be useful. What's this? Synergy, plus 4% for each co-op attack you take part in. Expire at the end of the combat. I feel like the clown's the way to go here. Or just mind plus 1, but eh. Alright, so we don't get a level up heal. I feel like she's the one that probably needs the clown attack here. Which, despite being considered a lower rarity than one of the other ones, as far as my few runs of this one, the clown face has definitely proved to be one of the better items, at least so I've thought. Just because you can completely displace stuff. Alright. And then you fight a tree! Because hell yeah, sometimes you just gotta take out the shrubs. The antlered colossus. Alright, so we need one movement. Go here, do the charge. Chop off a decent bit of his stuff here. Spin just because it looks cooler. And basically costs the same as the other thing. And we'll go ahead and stand by. I did see... I could have missed it, but I didn't see any... like, different difficulty options or anything, so it is possible that there is a harder version of this. But yeah. So far, this guy's been pretty consistently easy, I would say. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe stuff will change. Can't reach the zap, can't do that thing, can't do that thing. He's just gonna sit and wait for the moment. But this is why I was going and collecting all those things. He'll keep getting all these little skitter critters as we go along here. Alright. Can't do our free charge. Like, it's just run back and cut him, I guess. And those rocks will essentially crowd in on tiles, as far as I can tell. Anyway, we'll go ahead and swap positions with this guy. With defibrillators, apparently. Shoot him with this thing. And it'll give us a little bit, and then once he's in his downed phase, it'll give us essentially a little bit of an opening to get his health down while we sit and try to do as much damage while getting overwhelmed. But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. For now, though, we try to do these zappies. Zap. Okay, so did end up hitting the other ones there. Got him down a little bit. So he'll be down for, I believe, a round or two. And then during that time, we can hit him a whole bunch and hopefully do some stuff. But if you don't end up hitting him, then you have issues. Because then he's just going to come back. He's going to spawn more stuff. You're even more overwhelmed than before. And how you're supposed to do this without your spin-to-win guy is anyone's guess. But, anyway, that's that there. You need a little bit of healing. So he's got a little bit of something going on for him. Should probably fortify him a little bit, too. There we go, get our support going. Need another bottle zap. Hopefully it'll get rid of a lot of those little guys. See, I'm starting to wonder if they end up doing the team attack, if maybe the little zaps don't trigger or something. This does feel like a lot of the times the zappy stuff is just maybe not being consistent, but they also might just be too far away to actually trigger it. I honestly have no idea. I'm sure once this thing ends up coming out, once it's in full release and whatever else, that feels like one of those things that's definitely going to come up. Can you run 2 tiles? Yes. This is 2 tiles away. Won't be any good. Just spin it. Alright, so he's at almost half health at this point. And his armor is right back up. So, the funny part is I've never actually lost a character in this yet. We are starting to get close, so I'm wondering if I'm wondering what actually happens if you lose a character here. All right, so that's anesthetic. We can't do the healing shot right now. Anybody wanna? There we go. All right, you only have one movement point. And you can't really go anywhere. Okay. And you're pretty much constantly attacked over this whole process. So for the moment, I just need to try to get all my people on one tile so that hopefully we can get some healing done. Let's see, that would be free, then we take one movement back, then we spin. That guy dead. Get some overkill, which the overkill appears to be generating additional points. Which actually... I'll do 16. Okay, whatever. You know what? We'll just use the shovel. I feel like that might actually do the trick here. So that'll do 10. This would do 8 in an area. Although in reality it's more like 3 to 13. How much does this do to this guy? Also 3. Well, shoot, that's handy. Kind of makes that decision for us. So we already used the Swirlwind, can use the basic slash as well. Carve off a little bit more of his armor. It seems like every time he's getting hit, his defenses might be changing a little bit, because his other units are getting hit too. Okay, we actually just lost our dude. So there's that. That's actually a bit of a problem. And I probably should have refit the armor before doing that. Anyway, go ahead and defend yourself a little bit. Okay. You stand by. One free charge attack versus the one that's damaged. One move to the side, one swirl, and I think that should probably take out several of them. Alright, does that give us anything? Okay, didn't get a refund for that one. I would have expected that to do something. He just gives us a free pet rock. Cool. You heal him, you refit the armor. So realistically speaking, if this is going anywhere, it's probably going to involve... Okay, that only healed for 3. I would have expected it to do a bit more than that. Anyway, he's... And this whole time he's got a gun, he just refuses to use it. Unless it's co-op attack. He's like, no, I need to bring my friggin' machete. Alright, so 3 of his units will get a chance to attack. What do we do here? I mean, the attack part is obvious. What else could we be doing here? One movement, one defense boost, I guess. Unless by any chance... Yeah, that tile's too busy, we can't get in there. Right, so hopefully don't end up getting shredded by the little crabbies. So some of the units will have an instant attack, some of them won't. So like the boss seems to be able to attack immediately, whereas... Actually, wait, how much... Does that cost a movement, or what? Okay, just spin it. There's a small chance that we're still able to pull this off. Probably shouldn't. Okay, never mind. That just disappeared. Yeah, his defense appears to be getting better every time. Like, he's just spreading his damage out to everybody. We probably should have moved away from the crabbies, but it's too late now. Alright, we'll just move over here. That might get him out of range a little bit. So this guy will do like a stomp kind of move every now and then, which does appear to hit his own guys too, so there is some movement tech as far as getting out of the way of that. Right now, I was really expecting to just kind of smash through this guy, so that's kind of my bad. Kind of screwed that up a bit, at least a little. This guy's down to 1 at this point. That's not great. Get a little bit of a defense boost, maybe. See if that's gonna just barely get him through this. Nope. He's down and he disappears, and then she does too. So what actually happens at this point? Terminated? Okay. So, time spent on this run. Oh, we apparently got turned into friggin' milk. Also, hang on. Were they a people before? Because there's... Okay, there's a lady there, there's a dude there, and I guess they're doing the standard, like, couple holding a baby, oh, look, they had a family kind of deal. But apparently got turned into milk, so I'm going to assume that they were originally people. Anyways, so, that was about that. So that's, let's see, new traits and things. I forgot to mention this. You actually get more stuff as you go along. But that's about that. Yeah, this game's looking pretty darn cool. This is just the early access demo thingy. But yeah, I think it's really darn cool looking. It, again, just feels like a very different take on the kinds of stuff that Into the Breach was doing. I really like the flow of it. I like the idea of just all the strategy being on a 2D plane here. It's cool the way that they set up the crowding mechanics and stuff like that. It's very visceral feeling. So yeah, that's kind of about that. Keep an eye out on this one. As they were saying earlier, probably add it to the wish list and stuff like that. I don't actually know what the price is going to be. Literally all I got was a preview code of like, hey, this thing might be up your alley. So anyway, that'll be about that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.